Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You can't make shit up. These guys give me so much bullshit that I can't keep up with that. I made a video, I think it was today, where Ursula von der Leyen, the President of the European Commission, not voted in the office by the European citizens, just by inside weasels, stated today that about 100,000 Ukrainian military personnel were killed in Ukraine since February, and about 20,000, I think, civilians or something. And I made a video on that. Guess what? The Ukrainians immediately slammed her and said, "You're a stupid bitch," and that's not true. The European Commission took that mention of 100,000 Ukrainian personnel being killed out because the Ukrainian general said, "That's a confidential information, that's not true, take it out." And they did, in just like this. What do you think? Let me give you what the weasels did. This is from Ukrainska Pravda from November 30th. European Commission explains its mistake regarding allegedly 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers killed. Let's see. Now it's about damage control. They're gonna fool us. And hey, actually, you didn't hear or listen right. It was nothing about 100,000 people killed. You heard wrong. Gaslighting, you know. Probably that's what they're gonna say. The European Commission admitted the mistake regarding the figures of the losses of the Ukrainian military, which allegedly amounted to 100,000 people killed, as Ursula von der Leyen, the head of the European Commission, announced on 30th of November, today. Source: Dana Spinant, Deputy Chief Spokesperson for the European Commission and Director for Political Communication on Twitter. She said she noted that the previous version of von der Leyen's address contained inaccurate, in quotation marks, figures, and thanked those who pointed out the mistake. I didn't. Spinant explained that the estimate voiced by von der Leyen had been taken from external sources and was supposed to refer to their losses in killed and wounded, and was intended to show the brutality of Russia. So they say, no, it was not it was something, it was just the civilians probably wounded and all that together, just something, forget about it. You asked too many questions. So what? Let's read again. And was supposed to refer to those losses in killed and wounded. Yes, military, okay, no? And was intended to show the brutality of Russia. So killed and wounded who? Can you clarify? Is it was the military killed or the civilians killed? I don't see that. Do you see that? Now they tell us. Following von der Leyen's statement on November 30th that, and she's very clear here, over 20,000 civilians and 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers have been killed in Ukraine. Did you hear? Over 20,000 civilians and 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers have been killed in Ukraine. Her address was edited, scratched that is. The mention of casualties was removed. So I don't understand what the fuck she was talking about here. So has been taken from external sources and was supposed to refer, okay, to what? To losses in killed and wounded. Yes, killed and wounded in what? In civilians or military? Motherfucker. Be clear. No, she can't be. Man, she can't be. Anyway, at the request of Ukrainska Pravda to comment on the assessment voiced by von der Leyen in the first version of her appeal, Bohdan Senik, the head of the Public Relations Department of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, noted that the General Staff could not confirm this figure. He said the losses of the Ukrainian army were classified information and they fell under the disclosure restrictions. But what if they find it from someone else, as she did? Oh, she's not supposed to? I thought that we are for, free. Whereas Trudeau, we live in a free society with free people, and we do this and we do this. He also emphasized on the inevitability inevitability of punishment for the aggressor country for the death and injury suffered by Ukrainian citizens. Change the subject, that's what it was over there. Mark Milley, oh my God, the chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff said that over 100,000 Russian soldiers have been killed or wounded during the war in Ukraine. Did they ask the Russians for those figures? I'm pretty sure they're classified. But nobody changed anything over there. The war in Ukraine. At the same time, Milley stated that the same applies for the Ukrainian side. Yep. And nobody dared to say anything to the tarred Milley. Why? Because he tells the Ukrainians what the fuck to do and how many to go over there and what to do over there. They plan for them. So anyway, can you believe this? Can you believe this? Ursula von der Leyen, she's the president, whatever. She's more important than you and I, that's for sure. And I don't think you're God to be above her, okay? Neither am I. So in this case, she's a very important person, okay? She's the president of the European Commission, man. What are you talking about? So she's over there, and she makes a statement. That statement, the figures that she was fed, those figures were given by some experts. She didn't read it in, I don't know, in the Talmud or in the, I don't know, Old Testament or something. No, those were given by some experts, correct? Should have been given by people with heavy balls. I mean, someone must be guilty of something. Who that? Who that? Is it she or who? I want to see the person. Is that person fired? If that was a mistake, someone made this mistake, and that was von der Leyen, who looked like a bitch, which I kind of concur. So she looked like that, okay? Who's the person who fed her that information? I'm pretty sure that for information, that's my assessment, my gut feeling. Could be, maybe, you know, if she came with that one, I'm assuming that someone gave it, an expert. I don't think it was the doorman, or I don't know, the bartender. What do you want? You want a margarita or you want a Bloody Mary today? I don't think it was he saying, and by the way, it was about 100,000 Ukrainians, military personnel killed in Ukraine. Go and tell those idiots over there. Here it is, baby doll head. Okay, that's how you think it was? No, it was a guy's people with heavy balls, supposedly experts, that before it gets to Miss von der Leyen, that information is vetted and then approved and reread and re-questioned and go back, figured it out again. It can be, should we say that? Should we not? Why should we? Why shouldn't we not? It's a lot of talk. Well, how do you think she just woke up after and she just said, well, 100,000 Ukrainian military died. Do you think that's what it was? I don't think so. It's not impossible. Because with these people over there, I mean, we had Liz Truss being the Prime Minister of Great Britain. What the fuck? We have this shuffling Biden in the White House with a Fellatio, what's her name? Miss Fellatio Kamala. So, you know what I mean? It's just, everything is possible. I'm trying to look at normal countries, and I find a few, and unfortunately, to say, those few are not on the right side of the history. Jesus Christ. So, mistake, immediately because the Ukrainian, the fucking Ukrainians that they never heard of before this, you were just like, what the fuck, they're Siberians, some dogs called you, what? That's how the Europeans and the Americans saw Ukraine. Nobody knew what the fuck Ukraine is. Now everybody, I'm a Ukrainian, they put the flags outside and all that. If you ask them a basic questions, name me four cities in Ukraine, or two. Kyiv, maybe, Kyiv, and that's it. Tell me the population. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking... That's how it is. And all of a sudden, yes, Ukraine, yes, I'm very virtuous. Okay, did you do anything? Yeah, I put this flag on, and I'm supporting Ukraine. That's fake virtue, but whatever. So, ask those guys. You have von der Leyen over there, right, about Ukraine, and Ukraine says, hey, that's not right, and von der Leyen is like, what's going on? And they, remove it. Really like to scratch a bingo card or something, a ticket, lottery ticket. Scratch, did I win? That's how it is. For Ukraine, they changed it just like that. At least Milley, He was like, what? I think he's still working on scratching his shit. That tells you something. If those guys have the power to tell the European Union that they said something that we're not supposed to, and these guys in 3 seconds and 95, I don't know, they changed all that. It's something is not right. Something is not right. We call them sutimi. I don't know how you call it in English. Hundreds? No, 3 seconds and whatever. 3 seconds and sutimi. Anyway, I'm not going to get stuck on that one. But that's what it is. Maybe 300s, 300s. I don't even know. I'm going to be stuck with this bullshit. Nevertheless, let's go with this one. So yeah, think about it. Immediately they changed. Now, I can't say because I don't know if these guys are going to me up or not, but I think that's good enough. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth and be just.